We don't really know where we're going with this. This flow is kind of completely different to what we're used to in the other two. We're a bit uncomfortable with it because of that. But that's the point of being in the flow state, is there isn't irrational thinking. It's just about coming out in the moment. Having clearing on our throat chakra. There's a comment. Oh, flowless described. I reckon that's where our little ones have got flow mo from as well, because they know someone. They used to know a daughter of someone called Flora, which was called Flow for short, and flow state. So I reckon the flow and the flow state. Oh, bless her. Tell her thank you for her energy. I think they've contributed to this new hashtag FlowMo in the moment flow state. We'll leave that up for now. Look, we can do this. We wanted to do it. Are you ready, Hannah? Look, hold on, we're going to get rid of the streamer thing. Look at that. We brought up your comment. I can't believe we've only just remembered to do that. We're just going to see. Of course, we've just gone to Sagittarius. This is more Sagittarius is the higher learning rather than the lower learning, and we are learning lots of new techniques. So, what new things are you learning, and from what perspectives? Oh, we see. That's just really discreet. We like that one because we get what a beautiful. You've changed your picture, haven't you? You get to see the picture. And that's just boring. Okay, we're going to go on classic for this. Is that you, Zen? We just got to check our cat's okay. Hi. Hi. Oh, how are you doing? Oh, you don't want to come up here? Here's Zendaya. You don't want to come up? No. Okay. Okay. Here's Zen. Come solo. Hi. You're going to smell worm on your food bowl, I'm afraid, darling. So higher learning. So which card did Worm come in with? Did Worm come? I think Worm came in with Pisces. Worm is a male cat. So Pisces, younger masculine energetics may mean something to you. Younger masculine energetic could relate to the pages and the knights. We'd say the pages. The knights are more of a messenger and a movement. Mind you, knights can be young. It's the kings that, but mind you, kings and queens are pages kind of some, maybe knights, because pages are normally called princesses. It can change depending on the tarot deck. But if you've got a queen and a king, then that would be feminine, and but it's not as linear and segregated as that, because you've got the elemental force. So if it's fire or air, it's going to be masculine. If it's water and earth, it's going to be feminine. So queens are feminine, and then you've got the feminine and the feminine masculine. Kings are masculine, and then you've got the masculine feminine, the masculine masculine. I think your pages might be feminine. So it's a younger feminine energies, a younger masculine energies. So Zendaya is older and he's a boy. So if it was Pisces that Worm came in on, then that's the younger masculine energies of like the knights. And Sagittarius, you're the older masculine energies of the kings. Oh, this is interesting now. So the kings are actually mutable. So we have the mutable energies here for the kings. Sagittarius is your fire, so that's the King of Wands. So the King of Wands might mean something to you, or the dates around the King of Wands. Virgo in Earth, so that's King of Pentacles. So Virgo could be expecting material, the physical realm. Ideas might start materializing, physical ailments rather than mental ailments, so physical health over mental health. Can go either way because we don't know what is going on for you. You may be completely healthy, some physical ailment may happen, or you may have physical ailments that are going to start easing and disappearing, and we can turn your comment off now, can't we? So yeah, look at that. Thank you for your hug. She's really enjoying our vids. Ding dong, mum, what they say? Oh, I'm really enjoying doing this over the comments. I'm so excited. I'm so glad we came on. See the nerves before, guys. Oh, that's awesome that she's really enjoying our vids. We're really, really grateful she's enjoying our vids. And there's ones of us that are really shocked. She's enjoying our vids. Why does she want to watch our vids? But that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Hannah. Appreciated. Yay, I'm so glad we remembered to do that. Because the last live we were on, we had a viewer, but they didn't comment. And I think we were really looking forward to putting the comment up on the screen. But we never expect comments. But it is nice just to have a little word sometimes, because I know for us, we find it really hard to structure words and write sometimes. Then not all of us can write a comment, but we will put the effort into just doing like an emoji or something just to say hello, to say we're there, unless, like, I don't know, there's something going on. So yeah, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Cups, and King of Swords. So your mutables are your king energies. And that also means the king energies have 2/3 of the sign that they're in, which is the mutable element. So let's say we're on Sagittarius, because that's what we're on. The sign that comes before Sagittarius is Scorpio. So the energies here are 2/3 Sagittarius and 1/3 Scorpio. So Sagittarius is fire. How are your fire water energies? Or have you got the right balance in your fire water energies going on? Virgo, yours would be, the sign that comes before you is Leo. What's your 1/3 fire, Leo, 2/3 earth? What's your fire earth ratio going on? Are you too much in your earth energies? Are you too stagnant? Are you not moving much? Do you need to be more active and get more fire? Maybe a sauna, if that's the case. Maybe a sauna or a steam room might be good for you, or maybe a sauna for you and a steam room for Sagittarius. Mind you, that's fire and water. Oh, fire and water is steam. But you see where we're going with this. Pisces, King of Cups. Before you have Aquarius, so you're 2/3 Pisces and 1/3 Aquarius, 2/3 water, 1/3 air. Is there the right balance, the ratio going on there? Do you need to bring more air in and less water, less emotions? Do you need to feel less in your emotions and be more in your sword energy, your mental energy, your imagination? Do you also, we're just getting now, Pisces at the feet, and we were talking about ankles and legs. Do you need to spend some time with your legs up the wall? Laying down with your legs up the wall is one of the best poses you can do in yoga. We haven't done it, but we do attempt to do it if we can. And if we get into a routine and can do a routine, I'm hoping that that's something we'll be able to do morning and night before bed, because it also really helps the digestive system. And the King of Swords, 2/3 air, 1/3 Aries, Earth, 1/3 Taurus. So have you got enough Taurus energies going on, or are you too much air? So look into that one yourself more to see what's going on there. If you do want to know the dates of them, we do have this randomly next to us. We'll start with Gemini, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is May the 11th until June the 10th. So what do those dates mean to you? Pisces next is the King of Cups. Your date, oh, by the way, your numbers for the King of Swords is the 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. So those energies may mean something for you. And you've got those dates there. That's springtime. King of Cups, you're the Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. What do those energies mean to you? And the dates are February the 9th to March the 10th. Virgo, you're the King of Pentacles. You're you're all sevens basically. You're all 7, 8, and 9. So the kings, all the kings are mutable, and all the kings belong to the energies of 7, 8, and 9. So we're working on the energetics of the 7, 8, and 9 axes, and we do actually have the 8 here on Pisces. So 8 of Cups, Pisces. That's the walking away card in the tarot. You're walking away from the cups. Do you need to walk away from something? Are you walking away from something that maybe isn't a good idea to walk away from? How are those energetics playing out in your life? It's the 7, the 8s, and the 9s. We have the 7 here. For us, 3 is half of 8 as well. So how does that speak to you? And I've just noticed Virgo. Can't believe we've only just noticed this, and we're always on about the numbers. Virgo and Sagittarius, 37 and 73. So there's a strong correlation between your Virgo and your Sagittarius energies. What's going on there in your chart? Wow. 7 minus 3 is 4. We always believe in the contraction first, putting a bow back on the arrow before momentum forwards. 4 is the stability and the structure. So whatever's going on in your be really proud of how we're doing. Yeah, we are, aren't we? This is like shocking. I'm loving it. Considering we looked at it the other day when we did it on the last live, we were just like, oh, we don't know how to read them. It's all like a bit overwhelming. But 4 is stability, strong, flexible, balanced, firm foundations, your structure. We did that at the beginning of the video. So I knew there's a reason we're doing that more so. So your Virgo and your Sagittarius energies may be holding keys and answers of how to bring more structure into your life. Or you may have too much structure in your life, and it may be holding keys and answers of how to release that structure, not release it as in let go, but think of a tree. A tree roots need to spread far and wide. We heard somewhere once that if you feed a tree nutrients when it's kind of pretty young and you've just planted it in the ground, it's not going to do its own work to spread its roots out far and wide to find the nutrients, and therefore its root base is going to be smaller, its root surface area is going to be smaller, so therefore when there's high winds the tree will get uprooted. So it's about the structure, the structural foundations needs to be flexible and balance with the strength. It's not just about strong. If it's just about strong, it can get too rigid, and if plastic's too rigid, it snaps. There needs to be flexibility in it. So are you too rigid or are you too flexible? Flexibility came up with you before, I think, Canada, didn't it? That flow was flexible and you were more rigid. So that's interesting. Yeah, so there's a bit about there. So we'll read the poem. No, we didn't. We turned over Sagittarius and we didn't read that. So we're definitely working on axes at the moment. So us as a reader, that's telling us that it's better for us to work on an axis, to work on a whole within the whole, rather than to work on a part. It's going too big a jump for us, because if we work on a part, that will bring us into more of a part. So there may be something transferable or related in there. So we're going to read the poem of 37 first, but we're just going to finish the dates off here. So Virgo, King of Pentacles, your dates are, you're the 7 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. So if you've got any tarot patch, you may wish to And if you just got one, you may wish to go to those cards in the tarot packs. There may be something in the pictures of those cards that is saying something to you. Or if you've got multiple packs, you may wish to go and choose a pack and see if there's a particular pack that's speaking to you. Pick that pack out and look at those specific cards in the pack. Your dates are August the 12th until September the 11th. So that's coming up pretty soon. Now, everyone has these in your chart. Everyone has all of this in your charts. So there's dates in here for you to reflect upon around certain energetics and ones that then are coming up. It's just how you choose to navigate and flow with it. You may have a dream after watching this video. So for Hannah, you may have a dream tonight. And if you actually speak to yourself in your subconscious and your superconscious before going to sleep, and you don't need to remember specifics, just what we would say, what we're going to say tonight after doing this, not watching it, but we're doing this now here, will be, if there's any kind of guidance needed or wanted to be given to continue our journey in our highest good, everyone else's and Mother Gaia's, please allow it to flow into our dreams and please allow it to flow really easily, because effortlessly has got effort, of course, so that's probably not the best word, really easily in our dream state. And if you want to remember the dreams, you can ask to remember them in the morning as well, but we don't. We just ask for the highest good, so whatever's meant to be. If we're meant to remember them, we will. If we won't, we won't. But so that when and if we get whatever clarity needed in the waking state, so we just allow it up to lots of things, because we know that our conscious mind tends to focus on things that aren't in our collective best interest, and it's our conscious mind's perceived mistakes that tend to hold the answers, which means our conscious minds, for us, it isn't really on form with all of this. It's got our conscious mind is more being linear and logical and academic and conditioned and programmed, and so we just surrender that and allow the rest to give us the answers. But we consciously do things like this. And then Sagittarius, King of Wands, you may wish to go to the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands, which are the dates of November the 13th to December the 12th. And going back to Virgo, okay, so you want to read. So first 3 and 7 minus is 4, plus and minus 4, but added together they're 10, which is karmic completion. So there is a potential doorway and opportunity of completing karmic cycles in your Virgo and Sagittarius energies. So Sagittarius poem, it's raze or raise, explore, alchemize. Look at that, 14 earlier with the temperance card, and we've been talking about alchemization. So let's listen to the words of this poem and see what words stand out to you. You may wish to do it mentally or get a pen, and if there's a certain word that stands out, write it down. And there might be 5 words that you write down that then you can restructure into a sentence that means something. Alive and eager, desiring to dive and drink in the new. All the old gold has dulled. Inventiveness slips in like a sea fret, curling its damp, vapory tendrils towards the land where you stand. The crawling, calling frequency of open waters. Ran's mystical nautical daughters craft the waves. The crashing adventures seeking to sail you forwards to explore life, to alchemize potential and soar to your sacred shore, surfing those waves of cosmic surges that we were talking before in that first card that came up. Okay, and so Virgo, we'll read your poem now. Sunsteed, Solstice, Rarefield. I don't think we read this. We got sidetracked abstracted, didn't we? And maybe one came in on this one. Oh well, we'll find out. The place, the space where the sun shines, the spot. But what if it stopped? Sister Sun, brother Moon, and Morda Eld dance together, and at rare-filled moments they hold hands and all become one. Light is eclipsed, shadows fall and crawl around. Seasons are set with solstices, so we might mark our lives. That's when we gather to hold hands and sing together, enwrapped by the magic of life's mystical cycles. Mystic cycles. So there we go, mutable axes. So we did the colours. So in this one here, we went into the yellows and oranges of Gemini to go deeply into Pisces, then to expand outwards through the center diagonal into a balance between these two colours. So we've gone into this area here to get to a balance of these two colours to then experience. We're still on the inner of Gemini, but we're on the outer of Pisces. So you've gone in, but now you're outside Pisces when you come into this one. So this one's taking you out to balance between these two. So Virgo is taking you out of the depths of Pisces to balance between Pisces and Gemini on the center. But Sagittarius, so these, if you can see here, these colors here, Virgo's colors are the center of Pisces. Sagittarius is more the outside of Pisces. And what incorporates it? This is the outside. Pisces is the inside, and then these two are, if you get what I mean. We can't quite get that out, what we mean, but we kind of know what we mean. So Sagittarius and Virgo are inside Pisces and Gemini, whatever the hell that means. And with Sagittarius and Virgo's on the inside of Pisces, Sagittarius is on the outside. So therefore, Sagittarius is closer to Gemini and Virgo is closer to Pisces. Which makes sense, actually, because Virgo is on the opposite of... Oh, no, Virgo and Pisces are on opposite, so they're furthest away on the actual chart. But we're actually wanting to do this, colour-wise and pattern-wise. And we're changing perspectives. Yeah, we like that. So I don't know if you can tell, but here you've got the curved line, and then here you've got a change. So when we put them together, the pinks, where you've got the change of the colour from the pink to the green, creates a separation, and that matches up with the line. So this here is coming into the pink of greens and going up to here when we look at it a patternology sort of way. So that's how our mind works and looks at the patterns. And going by that same thing again, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. You've got a little bit of a line coming in here, which is near the P. That's a different colour. And when you put the two cards together, that curvy line down here goes into that curve as well. So all of them for us, and there's a little pattern there that curve goes into. So for us, on alignment with the colours and the patterns, Virgo's upside down, and here, let's move it over. Virgo's upside down in here, with your energies going into this. Gemini's upside down, so Virgo, Gemini. Sagittarius is upside down, and you've got you come through this area here into this area, and then you step off into this little line here, the dark bit that goes onto this curvy wave through Sagittarius that ends up in that little pink bit there next to the P. So yeah, that's the type of thing that we end up looking at the patterns, but that's very new for us to say that out loud, and so it sounds a bit weird coming out of our mouth out loud.